Elden Ring is one of the best games ever made, and it just keeps getting better. Since the last video I've made, I've found a bunch of different cool items throughout the game, some new armor, as well as discovered a bunch of different locations and fought a lot of pretty interesting boss fights throughout the game. So I want to talk about it all in this video. So let's not waste any time. Let's just get right into it. Now, in my last video, I did mention how I wanted to dive into some of the quest lines in the game, and I finally did find a guide on how to fix the bug where Nephili wasn't showing up at the round table. The quest design in this game is a bit confusing, but I finally did figure out how to get through all of it and actually play Nephili's quest line. Honestly, don't know how people manage to figure out what to do without any help, because it's just crazy the things you have to do in order to play these quest lines. Like, you have to talk to certain characters, do certain prompts and stuff, and even finish other quest lines as well in order to finish it. And it's just so confusing since the game doesn't really tell you what to do and how to actually do it. So to the people who actually figured out what to do without any guides, you guys are absolutely crazy. You guys are just really amazing. But the quest line was honestly it actually is still enjoyable though, but it's gonna take some getting used to since I'm not used to this type of design, with the quest line. But when I was playing Nephili's questline, I did go back to fight the Grafted Scion, since it was a part of Nephili's questline, and I am currently playing it. Pretty good so far. Honestly, when I went back to that boss fight, it was just so embarrassing how easy it was. That Grafted Scion honestly did not stand a chance against me. I was pretty over leveled, so it was some pretty good revenge considering that the first time I fought the boss, which was at the beginning of the game, it absolutely humiliated me, but I finally got my get back. So far the questline is pretty good in terms of story. I think it's really interesting with Nephili's complex relationship with her father, Sir Gideon, but after progressing through the quest, I did have to fight more gods, have to progress through it and get to Leyndell. So I did fight the boss fight at the cave. I'm not even gonna lie, it was really difficult. I did have to use a summoning to get a cooperator on that boss. I'm not even really sure if I was under leveled. I'm pretty sure I was just at the right level, but man, that boss was actually really crazy when it was just spewing lava everywhere. But in terms of gameplay, I really did like it. It was pretty interesting, had some pretty nice movesets, but it wasn't really all that. It wasn't that much of a fun fight, but it was pretty difficult, I'm not gonna lie. But I did fight the Draconic Tree Sentinel, which was honestly crazy. Not only was it spamming fireballs, I never thought I'd actually have to fight a Tree Sentinel ever again. In my last video, I talked about how difficult it was and just how amazing it felt for me to finally beat the Tree Sentinel after I was dying to it over and over again. And the exact same thing happened with this one. Honestly, I did try to fight it one-on-one. I really did, but man, I just couldn't. So I just used summons to beat him, got my cooperator. I'm not even gonna lie, I can't remember the specific name of the cooperator I used with these summons, but he was honestly just really helpful. They genuinely make the game so fun. I know a lot of people don't like using summons, like I've mentioned in my last video, but it is just so fun to actually gang up on some of these bosses and actually beat them. But it was pretty much still a really challenging fight. Even with the cooperator, I had to fight that boss over 20 times, and with the cooperator, it did take me 10 more tries to beat the Draconic Tree Sentinel, and it just felt amazing. It didn't feel as good as the first time I beat the Tree Sentinel. This one was just a reskin, so it wasn't really anything. I never really felt that great after beating it, especially considering that I had to use summons, because I really did want to beat this thing one-on-one. I'm not even gonna lie, I did get a bit cocky, because as soon as I saw it, I just thought to myself, I beat the last Tree Sentinel, so this one shouldn't be that hard. But progressed through Leyndell, which honestly had some crazy enemies, especially those knights. But oh my god, the view was amazing. The city and the dragon statue, chef's kiss, man, it was beautiful. Elden Ring just keeps getting the scenery in this game is absolutely insane. It just looks so beautiful, man. But progressed through it and fought Godfrey one-on-one, and I'm actually really proud. I didn't use summons at all in this boss fight. Well, I did use them a couple of times, but the time that I actually beat Godfrey, no summons used at all. But I'm not gonna lie, mostly because even when I did use summons, because I don't know how many times I fought this guy. It had to be like 50 times, man. He was a really difficult boss. Like, even when I did use summons, because I just gave up at that point, they weren't doing anything. Like, they were dying within the first 20 seconds of the fight, and they weren't even really good aggro. Like, they just died instantly. So at that point, I literally had no choice but to fight him one-on-one. But it did make me feel a lot better about the Draconic Tree Sentinel, because I beat him one-on-one without any summons. It just felt amazing. Like, I'm starting to see why people really prefer not to use summons, because that sense of achievement felt so amazing. But to be honest, he was dog walking me, man. Like, it was not easy, man. Like, it was just so embarrassing. Like, one thing with this game, with Elden Ring, is that I would fight a boss for the first time and do really well. Then when I die, all of a sudden I play as if I've never touched a video game in my life. It is wicked what this game does, and it was just really embarrassing. Like, I don't have a lot of clips when I was fighting Godfrey, but he was putting hands on me. That's what I can tell you guys for now. But after fighting Godfrey, I did a bit of exploring in Leyndell before I actually got to the Morgoth fight. I did find the Sanctified Wet Blade, which basically gives your katana or any weapon that you're using lightning affinity. And when I found it, I was actually just so happy. Since I started the game, and I've even mentioned this in my previous video, I saw some pretty good builds on TikTok, like just with like lightning swords and all that stuff. So when I finally found it and had like lightning affinity on my katana, it was just so cool. Like, the gameplay just got so much better. Like, with this game, there's a lot of hidden items as well. Like, I couldn't find it. I actually had to search up a YouTube video to find the Sanctified Wet Blade, which it was just like, there's so many, like, if you want to find like actual good equipment in this game, you just gotta explore every nook and cranny. So yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna be finding a lot more cool and interesting weapons in this game. But so far, with my lightning affinity equipped on my katana, I'm really enjoying the gameplay so far. Like, I can't wait to find more cool affinities to equip. Definitely next time I'm gonna look up how to find a like fire affinity for my Bloodhound Fang. So that's gonna be pretty cool. But now let's move on to the Morgoth fight. I did try to fight him without summons like 5 times, but if I'm being honest, and this might be coping, but stay with me, I wasn't really motivated to do all that, just fight him one-on-one without any summons. Plus, I think it does fit the narrative for me to defeat Morgoth with Melina, similarly to fighting Godric with Nefeli. But yeah, I just did not. I was just so tired, man. After that Godfrey fight, I just had to take a break and had to keep going with my summons and fight him with Nefeli. But Margit and Morgoth are actually the same person. I do think from a TikTok that I watched with like all the Elden Ring lore, I do think Margit is a clone or something, but the moveset is very different from the original fight with Margit. Like, the movement is so good, I don't even get mad at him when I die. It is fluid as hell when he glides, chaotic as well. I really do enjoy fighting him, but I hate the delayed attacks. Like, those are just so annoying. Like, so far when I've been fighting the game, there's only been like a couple of bosses with delayed attacks. Like, I really hate those, because sometimes I'll just dodge too early or too late, and then he'll just beat me and my HP is all of a sudden like at halfway. So I really do hate the delayed attacks. Those are just so annoying. But you might be asking yourselves, have I beaten him? Nope, not yet, unfortunately. At some point, you know, at the point of recording this video, I have made like 21 or 22 attempts at beating him. So when I do, I'll probably post it over at my community. Don't worry, man. I'm just gonna take a wild guess and say probably by my next video I would have beaten him, because every obstacle so far I've been able to overcome. Like, this guy is going to get beaten, man. I'm gonna put hands on him, belt to ass, very soon. But so far, I do have a question with like the Godfrey lore. So with Godfrey, you know, he is the first Elden Lord. So my question is, how many Elden Lords are there, man? Like what happened to him? How did he die? What happened? How did he become the Elden Lord? The game most likely will explain this later, but so far, when it comes to the lore with the game, I haven't gotten much besides what happened during and after the shattering bits and pieces there and there, especially with Morgoth's, you know, what he was just bashing all the other demigods and people in the throne. So I did get a bit of that, you know, he's got some beef with them, like with Radon and Millennia, but yeah, so far don't really know much. If you do have to explain and it is going to be spoilers, I'm fine. You don't need to tell me anything, but so far that's pretty much it for this video. I'm really enjoying Elden Ring so far. I probably have like 40 hours on the game. Like, I'm gonna finish this game, and I am confident that I'm gonna be finishing this game. Maybe not soon. It might take me like a year or something, because I've heard some crazy things. After beating Morgoth, I'm definitely gonna head over to Caelid and fight Radon. I've heard he's a crazy boss fight, pretty exciting and chaotic, so I can't wait to get into that. But any X-Men fans watching this video, you know, X-Men 97, if you are here, here's some artwork of Cyclops that I drew just yesterday. If you do want to see some more art related stuff, you can head over to my TikTok. I am going to leave a link in the description of my video, so you want more art stuff, just go head over there. I post a lot of it on my TikTok. But yeah, make sure to comment down your favorite boss fight in Elden Ring, what you enjoy about the game, any like secrets that you guys have seen. But otherwise, that's pretty much it. I'm Dio Messed Up, and I'll see you guys next time.